Welcome to the crypt. Today we're going to be jumping in with Inkbound. This is a solo and co-op turn-based RPG roguelite. This is made by the same people that brought you Monster Train as well. Now this is just the demo I'm going to be playing. As you can see in the top left, it lasts till February the 16th. It's in a pre-alpha and they're looking to get a bit of feedback on the game. So we're just going to jump straight in and check it out. See what's going on. So naturally we got to put our name in here. We'll jump in and see what it's all about.
You wake upon the shores of an inky expanse, the sea of ink. In the dark ahead of you, a speck blinks a light and pulses as you move deeper into the void.
Okay, we've got a quill
here. The glowing
here.
mote of light blinks more brightly with your approach. As you reach to touch it, it inscribes strange glyphs into the air. Some unknown language. Embrace the light. The light begins to surge, growing brighter and brighter until all you can see is light. And then, gone. A moment later, it blinks a light by your side, bound to you.
Alright, now we have the sort of wisps following us. That's cool. Nib and bin. So I threw them into the sea and said, that's how you raise a child.
Maybe this is the one, Nib.
Bin, the poor soul is a needless. You know as well as I that they are unable to speak or to bite.
But they found a new quill. Author knows they don't like those needless very much, so something has to be going on.
That makes no sense. These stories have been fading long before more quills started showing up. Best leave the needless to fall right back into the sea where they came.
Aw, why don't we at least let them choose their aspect and forms first? It'd be a shame to not even see what they choose to be.
Alright, so we get to jump into our character creation now, I guess. Here we have a magma miner, a moss cloak, and a weaver. So I'm assuming these are sort of like melee, range, and magic, or rogue kind of thief, maybe? Interesting looking weapon. Okay, let's have a quick look. So we have Magma Miner, swing your hammer to build up bonus damage, but don't stop, least risk cooling down. Okay, so it looks like you're some sort of berserk that's going to be doing some damage the more you hit. Leap a long distance, deal 30 damage. Okay, alright, so we got our melee. What was this one? Moss Cloak. Gain a shuriken at the start of each turn or whenever an enemy dies. So yeah, this will be our ranger. Okay, 35 damage to enemies, 35% crit damage. Hunter's dash, medium distance. Okay, cool. And what was our weaver? So the weaver must be magic then, I'm guessing. Threads attached to enemies and are a conduit for your bindings. If all enemies are threaded, gain controlled weaving, which gives us ability power plus will per turn. So the bindings in this game are basically like your abilities. When it's speaking about will, that's more like your energy that you use each turn. Okay, so we have a few. Deal 25 damage to a threaded enemy. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's try out the Weaver. I usually go for melee builds, but I think I wouldn't mind trying this out. Okay, we can grab some preset faces here. Let's go with... Can we just make our own, maybe? Skin tone. Okay, it looks like it's reasonably customizable. Bunch of different hairstyles here as well, which is cool. Glad to see some customizability for it, so that's good. I love character creation in games, so I actually do kind of like this hairstyle, weirdly enough. But can we change the hair color? I would like more blue. We turn that down. Ooh, that's a very bright blue. Accent color. We can do an accent color. So it doesn't look like we can click specifically on this here, but we should be able to alter it slightly, like so. Nice. And then we've also got face paint, which is these symbols here. I didn't mind that one. That wasn't too bad a color. I mean, not a color, but a symbol. Let's have a look and see what other ones we had here. I do kind of like this one. We'll just stick with that. Let's just jump in. Okay, so we have a normal battle, rewards, restore 10 HP. Let's go into this. Venture further into the Sea of Ink. Right, here we go. This should be our first battle we come across. Power Orb. Grants will per orb. Okay, will reduces cooldowns. Left click when in range to collect. Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright, now let's have a look. We've got a couple enemies here. Looks like they're both going to do 2 damage and they're 70 HP. We could go... let's see. We want to inflict Thread, I believe. And then thread both of them. Now we have deal 45 damage to each of your threaded enemies. This one is deal 25 damage to a threaded enemy. Deal an additional 15 damage for each thread attached to you, for a total of 71 damage. Nearby threaded enemies also take damage pulled towards the target. So let's just try our main ability, shall we? Okay, that just completely wiped him out. I think we can gain another use there. So we just gained more of our energy back by collecting that. And I think we may have finished our turn there. So we are taking 2 damage. That should be the kill there. We can restore some health. I feel like this character could actually be quite good when you have a large mob after you. Being able to thread multiple enemies would be quite cool. Okay, let's talk to Nib and Bin.
Looks like you're not dead yet, so that's a good sign. And the form you chose, it's wonderful.
Yes, and you've bound a quill. Quite unusual. It seems the ink has plans for you.
Oh, yes it does. You've already performed bindings and everything. Quite the spectacled one.
Yes, a needless and a binder. Well, the Guardian of the Void ahead will not be as kind. Should you defeat it, perhaps you and your quill truly are fated for something grander than the sea.
Or not.
I'm liking these two characters we've got here, actually. And the voice acting is good too. It's nice to have actual voices reading out the dialogue for you. Alright, let's keep heading in deeper, I guess. Got another combat? Guardian of the Void. Ooh, okay. Let's try and collect that power orb, see if we can get out of the way here. Do we want... Oh, I didn't see these little minions back here. Can we move out of the way? I think not. Okay, so let's thread all of you and then do our large attack. Let's try and get this power orb here. I think we may want to just try and move out of the way a little bit. Okay, so we can dodge attacks if we're out of the way of them. Thread you. I think we're going to try and get this power orb here so we can do our main ability again. That seemed pretty good. Let's move back a little bit. Here we go. Okay, we're out of the range there, which is nice. Might just walk in slightly. Okay, so we do actually lose energy from moving about a bit. Doesn't give you a specific range though, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so all of these have cooldowns as well by the looks of it. That's why I couldn't use these other two bindings. They have cooldowns on them, so...
Well, it seems you're a binder of some strength. Though, you will continue to find these anomalies spread throughout our worlds.
They're taking all the ink away from us! Bad little unraveled, if you ask me!
And threatening our stories, our very existence.
But enough from us! Time for you to jump back up to the Athenium and get out of this dank old place!
The Athenium is no place for us, but this will not be our last encounter. The ink is not yet finished with you, Needless. Your form is young and still without purpose. But trust in your quill, and you may just find it.
Okay, so we're going to the Athenium.
You appear inside a cavernous hall, packed with emptiness, but full of stories. A massive clock of books and gears looms above the expanse, tick, tick, ticking away. From the countless black depths, damp breezes moan to life and stir the pages strewn about the rubble. Your quill urges you deeper into the cavernous space.
I can tell this game is really story-driven, or they're trying to be story-driven. So I'm assuming this is like our main hub center that we're going to be coming back to between runs. Looks like we've got a whole bunch of other players around as well. So yeah, this will be how I guess you can meet at the hub and potentially join up. They haven't really explained much about the co-op yet, and this is, again, just the demo. They will be releasing it sometime this year as well, so keep an eye out for that. Let's talk to the gatekeeper.
Arthur be damned. Another one. All you needless just traipse in here, still damp from the sea from which you crawled. I thought that surely the Inkbound had created you with more sense than that. Yet you all continue to surprise me. Well, you're in the Athenium now, needless. And no binder worth their words is going to give you unfettered access to our stories without a proper proving. A short dive into the inkwell should give us a good idea of you. And at the very least, knock a little sense into that empty head. Try not to drown too quickly.
So the stories that he's talking about, I'm assuming are different, basically, runs we're going to be doing. Whether or not they have specific, like, storylines in particular you're going to be following, that's yet to be seen, I guess. So let's go listen to this.
The source of the ticking. A giant wheel of books and gears which all paths lead to. The heart of the Athenium.
Don't you touch that bindery, needless, or your next dive into the inkwell will be your last. If even one book shifts out of place, the worlds to which you travel might collapse entirely.
Not a heart, then. A brain.
Okay, what else do we have around here? What is this? Unranked dive, ranked dive. Okay. So it looks like we've got a few different options here and maybe even potential for a third one. Looks like we also have a chat box over here as well. So we can set up parties and things. That's cool. Good to know. Right, let's just wander around a little bit more. What's this door?
You
Inkbound
hear
study.
muffled words and papers shuffling from behind the massive door. But when you reach to enter, the handle remains still, and the door holds firm.
I'm sure we'll probably get access to a lot of this stuff at a later date. Ah, okay, so character customization. It looks like you can come back here at any point and change up your appearance. So that's cool. That's also good to know. What do we have here?
The shelves are lined with books of all sizes and materials. Gilded leather tomes stamped with dry facts of history. Feathery parchments filled with flowery script. Poetry ready to evaporate with a stiff breath. But all of them share the same sickness. Their pages are fading. The words within them becoming shadows of a memory of a story.
So it looks like these nodes are just little tidbits of lore and story. I'm sure we'll find more of them around the place. Okay, I don't see anything else down this way. What's over in this direction? Nothing over here. Oh, there's a giant hole in the ground. Deep well. Okay, so this one doesn't have the voiceover. Interesting. So you peer down the well, but only find an open darkness swallowed by an endless deep. If you strain to listen, you believe you can hear the faint rumble of rushing liquid. So we need to create an inkwell portal in the Athenium. I believe we're just going to do an unranked dive here, so into the inkwell. One of 5, start run.
Another needless. Always a welcome sight to see another one of you running around our worlds. You are the ones doing the hard work after all. Oh, the Inkbound is trying, I'm sure. But you are really the heart of the Athenium these days. Saving the worlds we wrote and everything. Oh, me? Well, you can call me the Scribe. But honestly, it's best you keep our meeting between us. Not that you could tell anyone even if you wanted to. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. We don't exactly have a mouth, do we? So I guess we can't tell anyone about it. Okay, run quest. Visit the carver, deal magic damage, and deal physical damage. Oh, wow, okay. Deal 6,500 magic damage. What do we have here? Loot? Some kind of currency, I'm guessing? Draft a binding, okay. Deal 15 damage in a small area and inflict 4 stacks of burn. Spawn a plant that grants 1 will to whoever picks it up. Each turn the plant is on the ground, it grows in potency, granting +1 additional will up to 4 turns. That sounds pretty good as well, okay. That's not bad. And I can see at the top of these cards in the right corner, it looks like these are symbols saying they're magic, and this might be physical potentially, or some sort of buff. So, I'm guessing they indicate the type of cards they are anyway. Invigorate, so that's +10 ability power. Remove 1 stack each time you use a binding. Okay, so yeah, this is some sort of buff for our abilities. I'm going to take Incendiary. And it looks like that's been added to our toolbar here. Or our ability bar, I should say. Radiant Market. Remains of the market's first Thor festival, terrorized by evil lurking in the depths. Garden's Edge. The once lush respite of a recluse, now overrun with unraveled. And then we have Proving Grounds, the old training grounds for new binders, now with extra danger. Okay. Let's click on one. Proving Grounds. Okay, so it seems like there's endless possibilities here, honestly. We're just getting dragged left and right into God knows where. Okay, so we can hit that. They haven't said yet what this currency is or what I'm actually picking up, but we can hit all of these, and I will do as many of those as I possibly can. Tarnish Vault Quilling Cage, Tarnish Vault Potion Cache. So these are different rewards for battles. Okay. So I guess this is kind of where the paths are split off, essentially. We have to be near those to pick them up. Alright, and this is our combat. Ooh, okay. I think we try and connect up as many of these guys as we can with our thread. I want to try and collect that power orb. Right, deal 45 damage to each of your threaded enemies, and this is a physical. Form critical attacks completed. Okay, what are these here? We have to end our turn, actually. I believe we're going to be taking... this one has a delayed attack. Removes a stack each time a player uses a bind. Once all stacks are removed, executes their attack. Okay. At start of turn, drip inky goop all over. See if we can't thread some more of these. Okay, I can't get out of the way, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like a circle's coming around and closing us. So we might have to finish this off faster than what I currently have been. Can we hit both of them at once with this? Looks like we should be able to. So we can do kind of like an AoE there. And hopefully this is going to finish him off. Ooh, you must have like 1 health or something, can't? 3 health. Okay. 300 SP. Is that skill points? Font of Wisdom, Quilling Cage, Tarnished Vault. Okay, Font of Wisdom. Manifested Truth. Okay, so we can add something else to us. +2 max HP, 1 magic power, and 1 physical power. So this construct is physical, and that's damage to each of the threaded enemies. So that is kind of like our AoE. I think maybe the health in general is probably a good idea though. That's all round good. And what's this Tarnished Vault here? Call forth of this visage, I think it is. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Gain 2 will on your first turn of combat. Inflict 1 stack of frostbite to a random enemy each turn. Whenever this unit is hit with a binding, deal 10 magic damage per stack. Remove half stacks per turn. Okay. And then this is crit chance. Chance to get a critical hit with any direct attack. And crit damage is deal extra damage when you hit a critical. Okay. Whistling Mitts actually sounds pretty good. Whenever this additional frostbite damage per stack, inflict 1 stack to a random enemy each turn. Yeah, let's take that. So I can actually see this being quite interesting as to how you build up your abilities. Really cool concept, actually. Okay, Ruined Shrine. From within the ruins you sense ancient knowledge. Or Sea Breach. A rift in the story creates an opportunity for you to make a powerful choice. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's go that way. So these are our paths we're taking. Do we get any sort of potions or healing? I wonder. I think maybe that, when we damage that, we might have gotten a little bit of healing from it. So we could do another battle over here by the looks of it. Potion cache. Maybe we should do this. We do have the Sea Breach. What is this? Light in the Darkness. Materializing in front of you is a mountain of crafted curiosities, atop which sits a woman crafting tirelessly, endlessly. What little light she has is waning, though you're not sure even that will stop her crafting. Perhaps if she were to be given more light, she'd willingly part with one of her wares. Do you offer her any light? Gain a random potion or gain a random key. Reach into... I can't quite read that. They might have to change some of this slightly just so I can read it better. Though I suppose that could be on my end with the resolution. Gain a random potion, why not? Unstable brew. Left click to consume, gain 10 ability power until end of turn. Next turn lose 10 ability power. So I guess you're really just wanting to do this if you want to do like a final hit. Try and actually like take out a boss or something. That is interesting. Okay, let's carry on. Let's do this battle here. Go for the potion cache and see if we can't get any sort of healing potions. Okay, here we go. This is it. Combat. Okay, so they're all throwing down their little abilities. I'm wondering what happens if you step on those. So they might just activate after a certain period of time. I just want to get out of the way of that stuff. Okay, yeah, they're just like bombs, basically. We have to avoid these bombs. Constrict, I think. Grab our power orb. Walk out of the way here. Let's try and get a kill. And maybe we stack some fire damage on, well, you, I guess. Alright, we have... It does have a pretty large area of effect. I wonder if we can get out of here. Here we go. So you avoided any damage there. Let's constrict again. Right. Was that not the end of the battle? Do we just end our turn now? Oh, okay, I didn't even see these guys coming in. Again, I think the idea is to thread everyone. Use our constrict to get off some decent damage. Is there any safe spots? I'm worried that this is gonna close in on us too quickly though. Try and get whatever damage we can off, I think. Yeah, I think we had to kind of take a hit. Probably not ideal. We've got to be careful here because we're going to get taken out in a second. Oh no, I think we may have died. Yeah. Okay, your journey ended in Proving Grounds. Okay, well that was interesting to see actually. I'm curious what the other characters are like and their abilities actually, but I can see this being really fun, and I do think it's got quite a bit of replayability with procedurally generated sort of maps, I guess, and different sort of interactions you can do. It looks honestly quite stunning, like the graphics wise. Pretty happy with that. Huh, and you've even got some emotes here as well. I wonder if there's unlocks for these or they're going to be unlocking more. That's cool. Okay. Nice. So if we return home, I'm assuming we go back to that hub. What is this here? Unlock and equip cosmetic items to customize your look. So that's next rank, rewards, and feather in your cap. So again, we can unlock items or cosmetics, just change things up a bit, which is nice to see in a roguelike. Quests we have here, milestones, okay. So yes, I did see this popping up when we were collecting orbs. So it looks like after we get another 2, we get, what, 5k SP? Wow, there looks like there's a lot. 3 pages there of different things you can actually build towards. Collections. Have a look at this. Frozen Finger. Random binding gets 1 cooldown reduction at the start of each turn. Okay. Interesting. So there's a lot more to this than I really thought. There's what we had earlier. So these are ones that we possibly could have gotten, I'm guessing. We do have more that are locked currently. And this looks like it's only page 1 of 7. Okay, there are a lot here. And these, I take it, are basically passive abilities. Okay, nice to see. Awesome. Well, that was Inkbound. I'm impressed. I expect big things from this game. It already has quite a lot to it from what I can see. And then, yeah, they're going to be releasing this sometime this year, so put it on your wish list. The demo is available on Steam at the moment, so you can always head along and check it out there yourself. But yeah, that's Inkbound. Very promising. I'm probably going to play a fair bit of this, I actually think. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.